Now we are going to start with our implementation of simple linear regression, and this is the data file which I asked you to download, and the link is also mentioned in the below of tutorial that it is having salary data.csv, having years of experience and salary. So if you are using Google Colab, then you have to click here to upload this particular file on your notebook of Colab, and so that you can use this. Next, we have to import certain libraries so that we can perform several expressions. Firstly, we are going to import pandas, and then we are going to import numpy, then from skylearn also known as sklearn, we need to import the linear model so that we can perform the expressions of linear regression. And next we need to import matplotlib .pyplot as PLT. Next, to read that particular salary data.csv file, we write the command df equals to pd dot read csv, and here we have to give the path in which the file is there, so that is salary data.csv, which we have uploaded here also. And next we are going to display. So this is actually the records which have been displayed of the file which are there, that is years of experience, and according to that there is salary. Next we need to plot the years of experience and the salary in a particular plot, and we are using matplotlib for it. So we have to write like this: matplotlib inline PLT is what we have imported for matplotlib. So PLT dot index label we are giving the component of salary. No, let's give years of experience. And in Y label we will give the parameter for salary. And next we are going to draw a scatter plot for it. So for that we use the syntax plt dot scatter, and then we write those particular data frames which are there, that is df dot years experience comma df dot salary and then we give a color for plotting. So color I am giving as red, and then we are going to give a marker so that the plotting can be done on which O, X, whatever symbol you want to mark that. So we are using plus symbol. And lastly we write plt dot show. And here you can see that it is the plotting of several years of experience and the salary according to that, and this is how the plus sign here you can see that is plotted. So this is the scatter plot which we have plotted of our CSV file. Next, if you need to drop a particular column which is there, so we have two columns, salaries and the years of experience. So if I want to drop a column and see the new data frame that is generated, so for that we like this, new df, that is the new data frame, equals to df dot drop. You have to give here which column you want to drop. For example, I'm dropping the salary column. And next we're going to do in axis, I'm going to write that I'm dropping the columns. And then I'm going to print the new df. So here you can see that now this particular file only has the years of experience. The new data frame only has years of experience. Next, if you want to check that particular price according to, you want to print it in the data frame of pandas, then how can you do that? If you do not want in this from, then you have to simply write like this. I'm giving the variables as ye for years of experience, and then I'm writing df dot years experience and ye. So here you can see that this is a data frame generated and the data type is float 64 because it is having the decimal point values. Next, if you want to create a linear regression object, then how can you do that? So for that, we know that from sklearn we have imported the linear model, so we will use that for creating a linear regression object. So I will write like this, I'm naming the object as reg, and then I'm doing linear model dot linear regression, and then I'm going to use reg.fit, and what it will have the new df and the ye. So as I execute this here, you can see that linear regression, copy x true, fit intercept is true, and jobs is none, and normalize is equals to false. Now next, if you want to predict certain things that you want to predict, for example, you want to predict that this is the year of experience, so it is going to give you certain values for that. So we simply write like this, reg.predict. And if you want to predict, then you have to give two arrays for here, and then you have to give the values. For example, if I want to predict for 10.3, so it gives you an array value that there is only one value for this particular prediction of year of experience, 10.3, so it returns you an array for that. Next, if you want to give a coefficient, if you want to generate the coefficient, then you have to simply write reg dot coef like this, and then you can generate the coefficient also. Next, if you want to generate the intercept, then for that you have to write reg dot intercept, and you can see that intercept is 0.0. That means there is no intercept, no b is there. Of the equation y is equals to mx plus b we have seen, so there is no intercept of that. Next, if you want to generate the CSV file with the list which you have lastly generated of the years of experience, as you have dropped the salary column, so how can you do that? So you have to simply mention another ye variable of data frame, and then you have to write like this, pad dot read CSV, and then you have to give the name of the file which you are storing. So let's say that is, so here we give the name of the file that is salary.csv data, so that we can calculate the prediction. So this is the name of the file. So we will copy it from here and paste the location there. And then what we're going to do, we're going to just print 3 columns of this particular data frame, that is df, yedf dot head. Now here you can see that years of experience and salary is now being stored into another data frame. So by the end of this video, we have seen that how can we use the sklearn and implement the linear regression, how can we fit it, predict the coefficient, intercept, and how can we display the years of experience with storing it in another data frame, and how can we lastly plot using the matplotlib library. In our upcoming video, we will be discussing about the multilinear regression.